All right, so welcome again to this Monday, our Super Monday LiveGood presentation. I am your presenter, Mr. A.Charles. I'm a pharmacist by profession. And when I first was introduced to LiveGood almost a year ago, um, instantly it resonated with me. In fact, as soon as I saw the very first presentation, it was not even the presentation, it was just the 5-minute snippet that of the video. And I was like, whoa, this is nice, you know? And what attracted me to it really was the product. I was more interested in the product than even in the compensation plan. Along the way, as you got to understand it a little more, you fall in love with everything that they have. But the products really were good. I am a vegan, have been for I say getting close to 15 years, and a vegetarian for 20 odd years. So the products it was like, wow, I need this thing. And I could promote this thing because, that's my way of life, and so forth. I do not consume any flesh, have not for many years. So, yeah, this is really good. It's really down my alley, and I really got excited about it and contacted Fabian and said, let me see what you're presenting, and then began to present as well. I'm happy for those of you who are here, all the time, and you're showing the interest in LiveGood, because LiveGood has everything that we really need as it relates to our health, as it relates to getting better and staying better. In other words, improving your health. And that is what LiveGood is all about. It's aimed to improve our health, right? Firstly, and at the same time, there is a wonderful compensation plan that will help eradicate poverty. But what we want to assure you is that our business and the model that we have is all legit. It's legitimate, right? It's above board. There's no hanky-panky about what we are doing. It is very transparent, and and we get all the information that we need. Now, we all know, in fact, all of us value our health, right? Because if your health is not intact, then what else matters? And so when you get onto a program that's its special aim, its number one mission is to get you healthy, you would really want to run with that. All right. Wealth is important, because without money, without wealth, you really cannot do much, especially in a time when we are moved away from the barter system, and you have to show up the money in order to purchase anything. So you need some of that. But if you are healthy, then you will have the avenue or the possibility of creating wealth or acquiring wealth. But if you're not healthy, not only does it take away from what you have in savings, I mean, literally in one single diagnosis could send you to the bank. That's how costly it is to maintain health right now. But our aim is to get you healthy in a natural way, and to keep you healthy, so you don't have to be making all these trips to the doctor and to the pharmacy, and to be getting chemical basically into your system, as opposed to wholesome food. So that is what LiveGood is all about. Our stated aim, our stated mission is to help people get healthy and stay healthy without having to spend a fortune to do it. And so we are committed to helping people. And the way we go about helping people is by bringing to you the most advanced nutritional supplement on the market, bar none. And I'll tell you why we can boast about the products that we have. And if I should open the line and ask any of our participants who are here, they will tell you the same. Those who have used the product, and pretty much everybody who comes on LiveGood tend to get the product. They will tell you that the products are, they are A1. They are above what you have probably used or witnessed in order in your purchase, right? It's not something that you will get in the everyday store. It is of the highest quality. It is of the purest ingredients, and it is result oriented, right? In other words, it meets the goal. It meets the purpose for which it is formulated. So if it's a multivitamin, you expect to get your vitamins in there, right? If it is something for inflammation, you would expect it to work. If it's something for, for your skin, you would see the result. Our products have been formulated with that goal in mind. And the people who are responsible for this, the people who have brought this thing to light and to the market and to the world, we start with Ben Glensky. He is the co-founder. He is the CEO of this wonderful company. We are exactly 1 year old. On the 13th of December, we celebrated our first anniversary. And guess what? Within that time, LiveGood has amassed over 900 and odd. I didn't get the latest figure. Most likely will be told on Thursday. But we are moving away from 900 and going towards the 1 million member mark. Now, some of you are here. Maybe you've never heard of LiveGood, and you say it's a million in 1 year. Almost a million persons have come on board with LiveGood and you have not heard. Well, you are here at the right time. There's a specific drive to get to that $1 million member mark before the year ends. And so you are coming in at the right time. Honestly, you are. And the world have not heard, a lot of the world still have not heard, because LiveGood is passed on from pair to pair. As you get to know about it, you introduce your friend to it, and your friend introduces his friend, and so forth. And that's how LiveGood has gone. But within that time, not only have 900 members heard, but they have also been so enthralled with what they have heard that they have become part of LiveGood, right? And most persons, a lot of persons who in LiveGood have broken even. In other words, they have made their money back, right? In fact, the figure shows that 30% of the people who come into LiveGood make their money back within a week, within less than a month, right? Unlike other network marketing company that only a few persons actually make any kind of money, right? Now, along with Ben Glensky, who has been in the industry for 20 odd years, we have Noda Kazan, a very good friend of him. You could say a mentor to him in a sense. He has been in the industry for over 30 years. And the two of them combined have over 50 years of experience with network marketing. They both have own businesses, and they both have run successful businesses, so that so when they came together to establish this company, they came with a wealth of knowledge and experience in the field. And then they combined their effort with the health gurus. That is Ryan Goodkin, Dr. Ryan Goodkin, and his wife, Lisa Goodkin. They are the one responsible for bringing for formulating the product, researching and bringing the product to light, and educating us about what the product is all about, right? And so that it is a powerful team. All right. And they are very, let me tell you, transparent. They tell you everything. They're not hesitant to answer questions. They respond to you as soon as you ask. You email and you get a response. It is just a wonderful open concept of company that is really revolutionizing the network marketing industry. Now, LiveGood ultimately is a direct sales company. All right. So we do say direct sales of products, the products I will talk about just now. But LiveGood, as I indicated from the very onset, is experiencing an explosion in growth, an explosion in interest, right? The fact is, as most persons will hear about LiveGood, and I'll say, if they've been to one of the lectures, they either come back or they sign up, right? And that is how LiveGood is going. And there's nothing trickery about it. There is no, catch or anything of that sort. It is just simple information and experience and testimony of persons who have been in there, who are telling others about the good thing they have found. All right. And that is the beauty of LiveGood. When you go to, if you had to go to maybe to some place in your country that maybe a new restaurant is open, and or maybe you were just driving by and you saw some sign, and you enter there and you had a meal, for example, and wow, it was so good. The meal, the service, the customer relation, everything was just really good. You know what you do? You talk about it. When you get to work the next day, you talk about it to your colleagues, you talk about it to your friends. You go to church and you tell persons about it. I mean, wherever you have friends, you will tell them, man, I had a wonderful time. Have you heard, did you see that company? Do you know what it is? And you're advertising for the company, right? Well, that's how LiveGood is going. People who come in tell their friends about it, right? Now, it's one thing to tell your friends about something that you're not sure about and get your friend into trouble. But when you know and you have experience for yourself what LiveGood is, you have no hesitation to talk, and you feel no sense of guilt because you know you're not leading them astray. You're telling them the straight truth, and something that is workable, something that is genuine, something they themselves can take part in. That is the LiveGood concept, right? So within 7 months of coming on, we had already reached the 500,000 mark, right? And as I said, for now we are over 900. Our next big goal is to reach the million member mark in a record time. And unlike the other network marketing company, the established network marketing company, they are not seeing that kind of growth. In fact, they are seeing decline in their growth. They are seeing decline in their profit margin, because LiveGood is doing something that the others are not doing. Now, with LiveGood, you can save up to 75% on products compared to other network marketing company. I'll tell you one thing about network marketing company. They all do some research and they come up with a really, really good product. Sometimes it's a single product, but they advertise it and they show you the benefit and persons jump on board. However, many times the product that they bring to the market is pretty costly, right? It's very costly. And persons, though excited about it, they just cannot stay on the program because they just cannot afford it. But with LiveGood, persons keep coming and coming and coming, month after month, week after week, buying their product and telling their friends, and their friends are coming on as well, because you can actually get the product and use the product for yourself and get your health improved. And if you get in this, there's no reason for you not to continue with the program. All right. So with the other network marketing company, the way they do things, they usually have a good product, but it's overpriced. They usually tell you that they send products for you every month that you have to try to sell, to use, to dispose, whatever. You have to get it off your hands, right? In order for you to make any kind of money in the company, you have to sell the products for them. So you become a sales rep, right? And your rank up is based upon how much volume that you are able to sell. And the worst thing is that every month you have to start all over again. So you qualified for the month, next month you start all over and you have to try to sell again. That's the traditional network marketing company. But that is a archaic approach model that is no longer working, right? And so LiveGood, seeing this and seeing how the industry is going, they recognize they need to make a paradigm shift in the way network marketing company operates. And so LiveGood has none of what you see here. We do not have overpriced product. You'll see our prices just now. We do not have any requirement for you to sell on behalf of the company. Your sales are not, and your profits are not necessarily based upon your sales. All right. Your rank up is not based upon your sales either. You don't have to. There's no obligation in LiveGood to sell products. All right. Most persons who come to LiveGood, they buy products for themselves to use. Right. But if there is the avenue, if you want to sell product, you want to make it into that kind of business, you can. But it's not an obligation. All right. Now, the other thing LiveGood does that is different to others is that we give money back to our members. We give money back. Not only do we give discounts on the product for members, but we actually give money back. And you'll see how the compensation plan works just now. That is different from the other company. Just I was talking about the restaurant there. When you go and you purchase and you patronize the business, and you tell your friends and you tell your colleagues and you tell your church members and everybody begin to go to that business to make money or to have a meal or whatever, the company don't ask them, who told you about us and give me his number so I could call and send a check back to him. Yeah, they might congratulate you. They might thank you. They might even do the questionnaire to ask you how you get to know about our business. But they do not go back and call the person and say, thank you for telling 5 persons they came to buy, so here you have a free meal. I tell you what, they might do something like that around Christmas time, just for promotion. But it's not because that they genuinely love the person who told the others about it. Well, LiveGood is doing that. If you tell others about it and you bring others into the company, LiveGood is paying you back, and you'll see how. We are about to tell you about the products that we have. And we want to start off with methylene blue. You probably never heard about it. Methylene blue is a special product. It's called a nootropic, right? And that is a product that has the ability to help improve your brain, your memory, your cognition, something to do with affecting the way that your brain functions, right? Now, as we know that our brain is important, right? And we want to have functional brains, right? We want our brain cells to be working, and we hope that it stays active into our old years as we are getting older. So we need our brain every day to think, to process, to analyze, and to come up with decisions and to make right choices. Some persons have brains and they don't make right choices with them at all, like persons who smoke, right? and I pick on that because I don't know why persons engage in it, especially I heard the English and the people who live in the cold country say they do it to keep their body warm. I do not know why Caribbean people do it, because we don't have any such coolness around, I don't know why we do it. I just, on last Friday, I saw, and I was speaking about it just yesterday, and somebody told me, so-and-so, he's affected by COPD. And I said, yes, I actually saw him. A classmate of mine went to school. This guy was such a talented cricketer, right? And I saw him, and he's having difficulty breathing. I know him to be a Rasta for a long time, but I mean, Rastas are smart enough to know that you don't always have to smoke. You don't have to smoke, right? But he went on into the life of smoking, and now he is suffering with COPD. And it's a difficult thing for him to breathe. But it's just so painful to see them, to see persons. Today, one person came to the guy came to the farm and said, you got to help me, man. You got to help me that holiday. I don't want to run out of my inhaler. And he's like pleading and he's pleading. He doesn't have money. He can't afford it. He can't even work. So you just have to help him out, right? And to see as soon as one person goes off, another 2 comes to replace them. This thing is affecting us so badly, right? But going back to our brain, let's make wise choices with the cognition that God has given us. But as you grow, your ability to memorize and to be creative and to have mental clarity, it begins to get foggy, right? You begin to be forgetful. The ability that you had to process information begins to slow down. You ask why. It's a natural aging phenomenon. But why? Well, in your body, in every cell of your body has a mitochondria. The mitochondria is the energy producing center of every cell. So if it's a brain cell, your mitochondria in the brain produces the energy for the brain cell to work. If it's in the heart, the mitochondria produces the energy for the heart cells to work. You understand what I mean? All right. So no matter where the cell is, you have a mitochondria. But as you grow, the mitochondrial energy level begins to decline. In other words, what you would have when you were young and vibrant and active and so forth, it begins to slow down. It begins to degenerate. And pretty soon, you're getting to be forgetful, you're getting to get senile, right? And you get conditions like Alzheimer's and all these kind of conditions arise, right? But even before you get to that point, even if you don't get to that point, you just as you get older, you're not able to process and to analyze and to be mentally active as you used to be. That, as I say, is because of the mitochondrial energy level. All right. Methylene blue is a substance that has the ability to increase the amount of oxygen that is delivered to your brain cell. Right? When the oxygen is delivered to your brain cell, it causes the cell now has oxygen, the factories begin to operate. It's like adding fuel to the factory, right? And then the factories begin to operate and to let out and to push out the energy, all the energy that is possible. So as you bring in more energy and more oxygen into your brain cell, more energy is produced. The cells become more active. They begin to work again as they used to work before. And so your mental clarity, your memory, your brain health, all of these things improve. Your focus, your cognition, even your mood begins to improve. All right? So methylene blue is what is, as I say, it's a nootropic, something that improves our mental skills, like memory, like mood, longevity, and so forth. Methylene blue is natural. And it's only sold in LiveGood for just $12.95 for a month's supply of what you need. All right. And I'm already thinking that some of us who are here maybe beginning to pass our golden years are saying, I need to be on that. I don't want to be senile. I want to keep my brain healthy as I'm growing. And that is perfect, right? We all need it. And so methylene blue is the first thing. We have multivitamins. And when we talk about today, the lecture was about why do we need supplements? We need supplements because the study shows that 9 out of 10 Americans, and the study was in America, but I tell you what happened in America is pretty much the same as here. They have good data collection, so they can make these data analysis and calculations and so forth. 9 out of 10, 92% of Americans are deficient in one or more vitamins or mineral. That means that that most persons are not getting everything that the body needs from the food that we consume. So it could be poor choice of food. It could be, not enough. Or it could be the food that we eat in itself is malnourished. In other words, it's not producing the amount of minerals and vitamin that it once used to, because maybe the soil is depleted, maybe they're using poor agricultural practices, maybe they're using so much fertilizer, as demand grows, a lot of shortcuts begin to happen. And so it's not organic and so forth and so on. So our food is not as rich as it used to be. And so our body, a lot of the time, is deficient in vital amines and minerals, right? And so because of that, it affects our organs, it affects our immune system, it causes us to age, Our cardiovascular system is affected because your body needs the minerals and the vitamins in order for it to function properly, right? And so we have in LiveGood what is called a bioactive complete multivitamin for both men and women, all right? And the two, they have both because they are slightly different because the gender needs different minerals in different quantities that are kind of different to each other. And so you would see that whereas a vitamin B6, for example, that purple one here, a 25 milligrams of vitamin B6 is 500% of what a lady needs, 500%, right? In other words, she's getting from the LiveGood product 5 times more than what she needs for the day. But if you look at that same vitamin B6, pyridoxine, it's the same 25 milligrams in the main, that's the one on the right. And it is equivalent to 1,471% of what a man needs. In other words, the man needs a lot less B6 than a lady, right? The same 25% is 5 times more, but in the main thing, it's 14.5 times more than what he actually needs, right? Just 25 milligrams. And the fact is, a lot of persons are not even getting that 25 milligrams of pyridoxine in their meal for the D, right? When you look at folic acid, on the other hand, the man needs more, is using more, or well, not exactly. The lady is using more, but the concentration in the multivitamins is different. The blue arrow shows that in the lady's vitamin, the folic acid is 551 micrograms. In the male, it's 348, right? So in other words, as Ryan Goodkin have studied this thing, he recognized which of the minerals and the vitamins are more essential to male or female, or more required. And so he have balanced of these multivitamins and it's properly tailored to meet the needs of both male and female, right? The men have lycopene for the prostate. The lady have extra iron because of the iron, the iron deficiency and the iron need. The blood supply and so forth. So it is really, really complete. And it is really, really well studied. And so when you take one of these capsules, two capsules, you are getting beyond what you need for the D. It's really covering you up for any shortfall that you will have in your diet. And the price for our multivitamins is just $9.95 for the men, but $9.95, less than $10. And when you compare it to other good vitamins on the market, you will notice that our price is vastly different, right? Ours is $9.95, and Metagenics has theirs for $47, and New Medica has theirs for $29, 3 times more. So the LiveGood price is really, really low, and that's why we say you do not have to spend the kind that you would normally spend in other network marketing companies, because LiveGood give you the product, genuine, balanced product, at a really, really fraction of the cost that you would buy elsewhere. So you're saving money by just being on the LiveGood product. And you're also improving your health. And you're having extra to come back the next time to buy another bottle because you can afford it, right? Vitamin D and vitamin K is separate in LiveGood. It is not in the multivitamin because that stands on its own. The thing is that we need, when it comes to our immune system and our ability to fight infections and disease and cancer and this kind of thing, vitamin D is the most important vitamin for that, right? And at the same time, vitamin D is the most deficient vitamin on the entire planet. Now, back at school, or maybe when you're doing your general science, you heard that you can get vitamin D from the sun. And that is true. And so you say, if you can get vitamin D from the sun, why is it the most deficient vitamins? Well, for one, there's a lot of persons who live in the temperate countries up there in the cold countries that are not getting good sunlight for the D. And sometimes 6 months they don't get proper sunlight, right? We in the Caribbean should not have any such problem. But the fact is we do. And the reason is because a lot of us are not spending time in the sun. A study showed that only 7.5% of the time are spent in the outdoors, right? In a typical D. Whereas 86.9% of the time we spend indoors, whether in our residence or at our workplace, or maybe we're in a restaurant or bar, or, or even in our vehicle with tinted glass and we're driving along in air condition and we're not spending time in the open air, in the outdoors. And so we are not getting the kind of exposure that we need to the sunlight. If we don't get that exposure, our body, our skin cannot generate or make the vitamin D that we need. All right? There is a process but it starts off with a direct sunlight onto the skin, penetrating from the epidermis into the dermal area, so that it can begin activating the substance that is needed to make the vitamin D. If your exposure to the sun is not adequate or it's not direct, you will not be able to make it. And already we are not getting much vitamin D from our food. So our main source is the sun. So it means that we need to spend more time in the sun if we want to do it, or else you need to start taking supplements. All right. So for those of us who are not able to spend time in the sun, you don't work in the outdoors and you don't have much time because of the time, or you can go to work and come back, then a supplement would be an appropriate thing to have. Vitamin D3 is available in the fruit from LiveGood, right? Vitamin K is also available with the vitamin D. Now, vitamin D is important to prevent such conditions such as osteoporosis, right? Why is that so? Because your bones need calcium, right? To be functional, to enhance its structure and to keep it from being brittle and soft and and so forth, right? To be strong. Without vitamin D, your body cannot absorb calcium from the food. So no matter how much milk you're drinking or how much calcium tablets that you're taking, if you do not have vitamin D, your body can't absorb it. It can't enter into the bloodstream. It will get into the gut, but it can't enter into the bloodstream. It's a mechanism, it's a carrier molecule that carries that calcium from the gut into the bloodstream. If you're lacking in vitamin D, then you also will be lacking in calcium. And when your body does not get the calcium that it needs for the day, it goes into the store, into the bones, into the teeth, and it tries to take out some calcium for it to carry out its function. And so it leaches calcium from the bones gets softer, and it's more liable for breaking and for fractures and so forth. All right. Osteomalacia, osteoporosis, all of these are results. Ladies who are in menopause also need a higher amount of calcium for that same reason. If you want a good immune system, you need vitamin D. If you want to regulate inflammation in your body, vitamin D is important. Just to regulate and modify the cell growth and neuromuscular and immune function, vitamin D is important. Vitamin D is important in glucose metabolism. All right. So especially for persons who are diabetic and so forth, vitamin D is a good substitute supplement to have to help you regulate your sugar metabolism. All right. So and vitamin K also enhance the effects of vitamin D. It also prevents the buildup of plaque, calcium plaque in the veins and in the artery, and thus it prevents atherosclerosis, the hardening, the calcification of your artery. When that happens, you know that you're going to get some cardiovascular problems. You're going to get angina. It might go into arrhythmias. It might go into heart attack, stroke. I mean, just name it. It just begin to precipitate, and things can go from bad to worse. All right. So vitamin D is already showing how important it is for strong bones and teeth, for your muscle, for your immune function, to prevent inflammatory disease, to maintain a heart function. Vitamin D, vitamin K is important. How much you expect vitamin D to be sold? Only for $8.50 for the member, right? When you compare it with the other products, other multi-level marketing companies selling really good products as well, similar products, vitamin D3 complex, but it's for $34. Now that's more than 3 times as well, almost 3 times as much. Did I say almost? It's more than 3. It's 75% more, right, than what we are selling our vitamin D, and we have vitamin K as well. Pure is selling their Pure Heart K2D, which is the same as we have, but theirs is double our price and even almost getting to 2.5 times our price. So we are giving you the very best product and giving it to you at a basal cost, just above the manufacturing cost, so that you can actually come back and buy so that you can improve your health. Our interest is that your health is improved, that you get healthy and have the ability to stay healthy by continuing on the natural product that will get you there and keep you there. All right. When we talk about ultra magnesium, do you know that magnesium is so important in the body that over 300 biochemical reaction that takes place every single day in the body is dependent on magnesium? We're talking about stuff to do with your muscle contraction and relaxation, talking about nerves sending signals into your body, passing on information, you know, from one to another, from the brain through the spinal cord. These are magnesium is important for these things to take place. It helps support your energy level, right? It also helps with your sleep. And so magnesium, when you have a deficiency in magnesium, you will also have difficult issues with your heart, with your sleeping, with your focus, even being able to manage stress, loss of bone density, and even your exercise performance will be diminished, right? Beyond that, the type of magnesium that we have is the two most bioavailable salts. In other words, these are the two best magnesium. It is called magnesium glycinate and magnesium gluconate. Now, don't just take my word for it. You can Google it and you'll see the benefit of them. Magnesium glycinate helps relieve anxiety. It promotes bone strength. It helps maintain a good heart rhythm. Your heart is beating. It's beating, not beating too fast. It's beating right, just at the right rhythm. It helps maintain blood sugar level. Again, vitamin D, magnesium, both of them help with the metabolism and the sugar level, especially for people like diabetics, right? If you're an athlete and you want to amplify your exercise performance, magnesium is important. It also helps reduce pain. So magnesium is really, really, really important. When we talk about magnesium gluconate, which is also part of what we have, it also helps with muscle, bones, and heart, nerve, and everything of that sort. So magnesium is another very important mineral that you need to have. I know for a fact that it helps with promoting sleep, right? I've seen it firsthand, and it works. When you are on LiveGood magnesium, you don't have to worry about whether you can fall asleep and stay asleep. It helps really, really good, and it gives you a good sound sleep, and you don't have to go for the Valium and the Ativan and the tranquilizers and the Xanax and everything that persons are using for stress, for anxiety, and all this kind of thing. Magnesium, a simple mineral that we're supposed to get from our food, but we're not getting the proper amount because we are not probably eating the right food and so forth. But you can get it, and just for $8.95, and you can get an entire month's supply. See how you can maintain your health with LiveGood? That's the thing we do. Super Red. Super Red contains the red line of fruits and vegetables. Now, when it comes to healthy aging, when it comes to having a good heart health, nothing is as important as the pure red diet that is rich in red fruits and vegetables. I mean, just to look at it and you can see it's oozing with life, right? The blood, you see the cherries, the berries, you see the pomegranates and so forth. So Super Red actually is made for that purpose, cardiovascular health, circulation, right? Brain and cognitive function. And one more thing, it is absolutely really, really important if you want your sex health to improve. How does it work? In your body, there is a compound that your body produces called nitric oxide. I'm giving you biological school today, right? Nitric oxide, and as I said, don't take my word for it. I may be a pharmacist and probably have reason to know that stuff, but I want you to Google it for yourself and to see. Nitric oxide is what is called the vasodilator of the body. When your body needs to open the arteries so that blood can flow through and to have proper circulation all throughout your body, it produces what is called nitric oxide. It uses the raw material from the food that we eat, and the red line of products, the red line of fruits and vegetables are the greatest source of that to produce the nitric oxide. The thing is that when we are young, our bodies produce a lot of nitric oxide. That is the reason that some of us, we know, we eat badly, we eat the junks and so forth, and you're not, when they go to do your blood sugar and your blood pressure, normal. Even sometimes really great, below normal. And then, you know, people tell you, boy, why are you eating so badly? No, you're young, you're active and so forth, and you can do that. But as you get older, you stay on that diet and you will see the doctor is saying you've got high blood pressure. Well, what has happened? The same kind of food, maybe the same, maybe even less portions that you're eating when you're older, but yet you come down with high blood pressure. It's because your body is no longer producing, naturally your body does not produce as much nitric oxide. It's an aging process. It's getting you old and getting you to die, right? Preparing for death. And so when you're in the 50s, you're producing half of the amount of nitric oxide that you used to produce when you're in the 20s. All right? But you can do something about it. You can actually, if you eat the right kinds of food, you can still produce, you can still make available the raw material that is good for nitric oxide to be produced. All right? Your body knows how to do it. It just needs the good raw material. And so when nitric oxide is produced, I want you to follow with me this little chart here. Now, do not tell me that I'm taking you into pharmacy school or into doctor school. You don't have to learn all the words. You don't have to know all it, but I just want to show you the science behind what we are doing and why it actually works. And why is it Dr. Ryan Goodkin can put this thing together? Because he understands the science. He has a doctorate in pharmacy, right? He understands the science. And so he's putting this thing together, the natural products, but putting the proper products together so that it could get the results. So arginine is what you get in some of it's a protein that you get in these fruits and so forth. It can be activated by something called endothelial nitric oxide synthase. Don't have to learn all these words, right? It's an enzyme that activates arginine into nitric oxide. Nitric oxide, we say, is the vasodilator of the body. How does it work? Nitric oxide, now that's activated, that is produced, it now activates another enzyme called guanylyl cyclase. Right? If you forget anything I say there, you just have to remember nitric oxide works. All right? And when guanylyl cyclase is activated, it now converts GTP, guanosine triphosphate, into guanosine monophosphate. Guanosine monophosphate is really what you need. So nitric oxide actually helps produce guanylate monophosphate. When that monophosphate is produced, cyclic guanosine monophosphate, it dephosphorizes what is called the myosin light chain, right? Myosin light chain phosphorization causes contraction. When you dephosphorize myosin light chain, you get relaxation. So from that whole long process that you've seen on your screen here, what you are actually trying to get is relaxation of the muscle, not of the muscles, and more importantly, relaxation of the veins and the arteries. As the relaxation occurs, it opens up and more blood flows in. And so, and without impediment, without any resistance, blood can flow all across your body into all the cells, into the brain, into every vital organ, into the heart and so forth. Everybody is happy. Everybody is singing the praises. They're saying, you're feeding me well, you're taking care of me, and we're going to continue to keep you alive as long as possible. Right? Here's another thing that happens. Men, listen to this one. You have heard of a drug called Viagra, right? Viagra helps men who are dead already, maybe 4 days dead, like Lazarus, they still rise them up. It works because how it works, it deactivates a compound called phosphodiesterase. Phosphodiesterase, that little compound, like PDE, breaks down the cyclic guanosine monophosphate, and it converts it to guanosine monophosphate. When it converts it to guanosine monophosphate, it's no longer active. It no longer can cause the relaxation. So what Viagra does, it prevents that process from taking place. So in other words, it enables more of that cyclic monophosphate to be circulating in your body for a longer period of time. And so it keeps the circulation going for much longer. You know, man, when you want to have an erection, you need that blood in the proper organ, in your vital organ. That is what Viagra does. So that is the same process that this super red product does. It keeps the concentration of cyclic monophosphate high, and it keeps relaxation and increased blood flow in every organ. So, in other words, without Viagra, super red is a natural way of getting the same results of what Viagra would do. And ladies are happy to buy it for their husband, and the men are happy because the ladies are buying the right stuff for them. So if you really want to give your husband a good gift for this Christmas, get him super red, and everybody will be singing hallelujah. All right? What is in super red? It is simple, straightforward, good, powerful fruits and vegetables. The list is right there. We're not hiding anything. Pomegranate, grape seeds, spinach, oat, aronia, hawthornberry. These, the berries and the cherries and the seeds and the pomegranates and so forth, put together gets you that natural Viagra results. All right? For sexual health, but more importantly, for the cardiovascular health. All right? Keeps the doctor away. Super Red is just $18 for the member. Organifi has a red juice with similar to ours. It's in a juice form, but theirs are $70. Ours is $18. Super Beats is more about beets alone. We have beets on every other thing, and theirs is almost $40. Ours is $18. So when we talk about price, we talk about ability to repeat and to continue and to improve your health, LiveGood. Super Green is a counterpart to Super Red. Now we're talking about the green line of products, right? And we're talking about the fruits and the vegetables that we eat, the spinach and the moringa and all of the dandelion and all the things that are really, really good. It's good for immune system. It's good for energy and recovery. It's good to help with stress, right? Your digestion is good. It works out. So you don't have to go and get stuff for constipation when you're on Super Green. It takes care of that. It also detoxifies your body, right? And that is really good. Yeah, the aloe vera and so forth, that helps with that process. Super Green is another product. You really want to have both of them. Super Red, Super Green. You want to have this so you know that you fit in your body correctly. And this is just the same price, $18. We have products like called a complete plant-based protein. And I think if you can see over my shoulder, you can see it right there. I have it on both sides because my wife wants hers separate. She doesn't want to be using mine because she doesn't want me to be cutting back on the good stuff that she's getting. So we always have to get ours separate. And I always come back and look at my see, somebody took some from me. And she says, what are you talking about? But I could tell because I know she loves it too much so for her not to be stealing from me. But it really, really is important. And for a vegan like me, that is really, really good. Right? Complete plant-based protein. You get what you need in terms of your protein from this shake, from this powder. That is vanilla flavor. It smells nice. It tastes nice. It can make the best smoothies for you. Right? Beyond that, it is impregnated with 26 vitamins and minerals. So you know you're getting a really, really good meal here when you consume the protein. We have amino acid in LiveGood that actually works almost instantly. We're talking about the amino acid because protein has to be broken down into amino acid for it to start working, and can use that amino acid to produce new proteins that your body needs. So you're getting the essential amino acid. In plant, there are 9 essential amino acids. These are the building block of all proteins, right? And it starts at that point, and the body has the way of knowing exactly which one of these 9 essential to add to make the protein that it needs, all right? So here is the essential amino acid already in that broken down form so that your body can start using right away. It helps with muscle strength and function. It helps to maintain lean body mass. It helps you lose weight. and build up muscle, right? It helps with stamina and recovery. And let me tell you what it also helps. Energy and focus. And I know that for a fact. I used to have a problem after you work and you bring your brain for so long during the day, having to work to fill in prescriptions and so forth and to consult patients, you get brain tired, right? And during the afternoon, especially after lunch, you begin to make some errors, count the wrong thing and having to redo it and so forth. And I developed taking this amino acid after lunch, just around 2, 3 o'clock. And it kept me alert throughout the entire period. Even when I was driving home, I did not feel sleepy and sluggish and fatigued along the way. So it actually helped. My wife once she was about to go to do her exercise, and then she said to me, "I'm not feeling it, Are you really feeling tired?" I said, "You can have some amino acid." I mean, what's that? I said, "Just take it, you'll see." And then she came back, she told me, "This thing actually works. I have energy to spare, It actually works. And that's natural amino acid. So you don't have to be taking caffeinated drinks and so forth, the Red Bulls and everything that other people take, for all of that. You can take your natural amino acid and get the good result. Now, a lot of us suffer from what is called inflammation, right? Inflammation. Inflammation is the #1 cause of sickness and death in the world, right? 50% of all deaths is directly attributed to inflammation in the body. We're talking about deaths that are related to heart disease, stroke, cancer, diabetes, arthritis, kidney problem, autoimmune problems, liver problems, inflammation in our system. But if you have a product that actually reverses or control that inflammation, it is giving you a new lease on life. A friend of mine met me last week. About a month ago, I sold a bottle of Factor 4. She listened to one of the lectures I had. She said, "The one I'm really interested in is that Factor 4." And I said, and she didn't want to join at the time, but she said she would purchase it from me. I went on leave for a month. And when I came back last week, she came to me beaming. And I said, what happened? She said, "I just came to let you know. I have no pain again. This thing actually works." Yeah, I said, "You know something? I need you to come. I need you to come and tell others about it." She said, "Actually works. Do you still have it?" I said, "Well, I'm out of stock right now, but you can always join and purchase it for yourself." She said, "I think I'm going to do that. It actually works." And Marva is on the line. She will tell you what she told me, that in a short space of time, she couldn't walk. Literally, her feet was heavy. It was painful, just putting it down. And then pretty soon she was dancing on the, she could have danced on the dancing floor, right? And she's still doing that right now, right? So she'll tell you, she'll tell you that this is true. It actually works. Factor 4, right? It fights inflammation, it supports joint and organ health, it promotes immune. And also, what is it in it? Omega, turmeric, CoQ10, and garlic. Nothing complicated, simple, powerful anti-inflammatory food, I should say. It's not the drugs, they're the chemicals, these are food, right? And put together by one of the leading immunologists in the world, Dr. Heather Bobs, put this thing together for LiveGood, and it is being sold for only less than $20, right? And it will actually produce its result. If you're concerned about your weight and you want to lose weight in a really, really good, natural way, there is that healthy coffee that is made with not just for weight, but also it has what is called maca, which is with Peruvian ginseng that helps with learning and memory and so forth. And it has mushrooms, functional mushrooms, as well as stuff that helps you feel and for a longer period of time prevents you from having that urge to go and eat between meals and eat during the day. So you stay filled, and it helps you naturally reduce weight, as well as when you get onto your program and doing some exercise, getting onto with your protein shake and so forth, you actually see the results. CBD is something else that we have, CBD oil, and CBD is from the cannabis plant. But CBD is what is called a phytocannabinoid, right? CBD is cannabidiol. They have discovered 113 different phytocannabinoid in the hemp plant. 113 different, all of them different, right? One of them is called THC. For those of you who know anything about cannabis, you've heard of THC, tetrahydrocannabinol. This is the only one in the plant that causes the high, that causes persons to be high and get the works in the brain and may lead to addictions, right? But if you the other 112 that they have, none of them cause you to be high because they're completely different. But it's a cannabinoid. These cannabinoids are very powerful antioxidants. They're also really, really good for pain relief, right? And things like inflammation, things like anxiety and depression, nightmares, adults having nightmares, they actually work for that. When the soldiers go to battle and they see all these atrocities, bombing and everything, they come back with what is called PTSD, post-traumatic stress disease. And sometimes they take guns and they go and shoot people as if they're still on the battlefield. Well, they have actually used CBD to help these persons get stable. All right. It's used in cancer-related disease. It is used in MS, that is multiple sclerosis, seizures, Parkinson's, cerebral palsy. It is used for many, many, many things, right? Pain relief and everything of that sort. CBD is really, really good. And it is completely extracted from the plant. So you're not getting the THC with it. You're not getting any high. You have nothing to worry about here. It's a completely different part of the plant. And we have the 750 milligram pure CBD oil. We also have the 1500 milligrams pure CBD. We also have one that is formulated for your pet, right? At a lower 300 milligram. But all of these are available on LiveGood. When you compare our prices, 750 milligrams of CBD for $18, and another competing product, Green Roads, 550 milligrams for $90. We have 200 milligrams more, but yet there's 5 times more in cost. Young Living has a 500 milligram CBD for $80. So LiveGood lives up to the mantra. We will get you better with the proper product. We will keep you better, and you don't have to spend a fortune to do that, right? Because our price is just so low. There is a new product that they have brought on called creatine and HMB. That is especially for persons who are really, really active, the athlete, the footballers, the gym, the people who are doing the gymming, the weightlifters and so forth. Every one of them, when they're doing this gymming, they have what they call a protein shake, right? Well, that is the compound inside of it. We have this, and we are selling this creatine for next to nothing, less than $20. If you ask any of the guys who the protein shake that they have, they will tell you the price is way up there, right? So here is a good product you could get. If you have a friend who's into the very active, still playing athlete and everything, playing volleyball, playing football, whatever, good product to have. But for us who may be not as still as vibrant as them, it still helps increase our strength and our endurance and our exercise. When you're doing exercise, it still helps. It can help lower your blood sugar and also improve your brain function. So you can still be part of it if you want to consume it. It will still help you in a good way. All right. Look at the price comparison. Nothing compared to anything that there is on the market. We have stuff for the skin. Instant Youth. If you want to feel better, if you want to look better, if you want to get the appearance of wrinkles, the eye bag and so forth off in a short space of time, Instant Youth can do that for you. There is another product, a comparative product called Ageless, which I do have both of them, and Ageless works really, really good. Some person told me, your face look, a police friend of mine told me, you're vibrant, your face looks really young. And I said, and I told her, LiveGood. And she said, yes, you send that for me. I really must take a time to listen to this thing, I said, yes, you need to, you're losing out on a lot. Ageless has what is called collagen. Our skin is made of collagen, especially when we're young and we have nice skin and it's smooth and radiant and so forth. As you get older, your body stops producing collagen. And that leads to wrinkles, an appearance of old age, right? And the lines begin to form and everything of that sort. It's a natural aging process. It's because your body is not producing collagen again. But if you have a natural way of getting your skin enriched again with collagen, then you know what you're going to do. You're going to slow down that process and you're going to stay looking young even into your old age, right? So this is really, really good. Powerful natural antioxidant. It promotes natural regeneration of collagen, and it is sold for just $15, right? It's not much in the bottle. You don't have to use much, but it is really powerful. Then there is collagen peptide. That's a higher concentration of collagen, and that one that you can really drink. It's not just for your skin, but you can drink this one. And it actually helps to counter joint pains, improve lean mass. So it improves, it also increases your muscle strength, right? It also prevents the skin from sagging, right? Your muscle from losing its strength and structure, your joints from being less mobile. It prevents that. It actually helps you be more mobile and your ligaments and your tendons get strength again. So you can, what you couldn't do before, of old age, your knees hurting and so forth, this thing takes care of that by taking in the collagen, because that is what your tendons and your ligaments is made of. But as you begin to grow, your body not producing it, and so its store is beginning to deplete until you start feeling the pains and the aches and everything of that sort. So you put this thing back into your system, and you will get your body to start producing it again. We have patches that are good to give you 8 hours of energy and focus. All natural plant products. We're not dealing with any chemicals here, right? We have patches to help you sleep, right? 8 hours of good solid sleep. We have the everything pack, right? If you want everything that we have here, you can get it for $320. At a retail price, you can get it for $400. So you save $80 if you are a member of LiveGood. We have some packs that that are just essential for the daily essential pack for less than $30. The lean body pack, if you're interested in losing weight and keeping that weight down, you can get it. You can choose. They're showing you which are the products that are essential for that, right? And if you just want to have your heart, somebody told me, I went to work the last time, it was off day, it was a holiday, and I went in, what is this all about? LiveGood. I said, it's a company that I'm part of. So they, okay, tell me about it, you advertise your thing, right? So you have your bottle, your shake and so forth. You have your t-shirts you can get, you sell out your product, you sell out your business, and persons are interested in it. So with what we have said, all these wonderful products, how do you get your hands on it? How can you become a member of LiveGood and actually be able to purchase these products? Well, to register, you need a sponsor's link. The sponsor's link would be the person who invited you today. A member of LiveGood, they would have a link that they can give you, and you can sign up for yourself and start up your business, right? Start your business. How do you do that? When you get that link, you sign up your name and your email, and information is sent to you from the company of how you can activate your account. $40, a one-time $40, US $40, makes you an affiliate member of LiveGood. Thereafter, you pay just $9.95 a month. $9.95, and you maintain your membership. When you have that $9.95, you can purchase any of the products at the prices that I show you on the screen. If you're not a member and you want the product, you have to purchase it at the retail cost, which would add up to a lot more than the $9.95 that you're spending for the month. All right. So it's a positive thing to be a member. Beyond that, by being a member, you have added benefit, because you can actually, LiveGood can actually pay you back for your work, for your effort that you put in. All right. There is another way that you can join. So you can join for a $50, just $50, $49.95, and become a fully fledged member, affiliate member of LiveGood. That's on a month. Thereafter, every month you just pay the $9.95. Or you say, you know something, I am into this thing. I really want to get this thing moving and get this thing rolling, get and be able to sign up persons and tell persons about it, and you know, and so forth. I could do this thing for a year. I could take a chance for a year and pay $140. If you do that, you actually pay for 10 months. You pay for 12 months, but with 10 months payment. In other words, you get 2 months free. So you get a $20 discount, right? If you pay for the year. All right. But what do you do when you do that? So here is it, $9.95 per month, $40 affiliate, gives you $49.95 to be a fully fledged member of LiveGood. Now, when you do that, the company helps you immediately. You are given a link with a 5-minute advertisement of what LiveGood is about. Right? Ben Glensky talked for 5 minutes, tells you what this thing is all about. With that, you can put it on your Facebook, you can put it in your status, persons can watch it. Anywhere you want to put it, you can put it, and persons will just listen to this thing and get it. That's how persons have been joining LiveGood, right? Otherwise, persons would be invited to one of these presentations that we're doing, where you can get a lot more information and you know, and a little more explanation. But this 5 minutes is sufficient. So you get that. You also get a retail site that is given to you in your name with all the products. So in other words, they make for you a business, an online business, LiveGood online business. When anyone sees your link, for example, that blue link here down here would be mine. If you click on that, you will go straight onto my site. And you will see all the products I've just talked about, and you can make your purchase. Just as if you're going onto Amazon or to you know, Walmart or whatever. You click on any other product, put it into your cart, and pay for it with your credit card. You can even pay for it with your cryptocurrency if you have your Bitcoin and so forth, right? And you can get your product. Now, when that is done, the company actually compensates me for your purchase on my website, because it literally is my website. It's written in my name. If you would see, welcome to Glenn Charles's website, this company, the company does that for you. You don't have to worry about credit card. How do I take the money? The company does all of that. You don't have to be the one shipping the product. All you're doing is best advertising the product for the company on your social media space. And they will be making money because persons are buying, and they will be compensating you in return. So how do they compensate you? We'll tell you. Marva, I want you to tell, before I go into the compensation, to tell our members what this promotion is all about. If you're not there last week, you probably want to hear this thing again this week. Marva, are you there? I think Marva is there. Marva Lindsay. Okay, she's I'm not sure for what reason, but she's not unmuting her mic. But let me just tell you that there is a promotion that is being Ben Glensky and the team is doing, and the reason they're doing it is it's really in connection with with our first anniversary, and as we are approaching 1 million member, right? We are trying to do it within that first year, or at least just after the first year. On the 13th of December, we celebrated 1 year, and we are well over 900,000 members. And so there is a special promotion that is done to enable persons, to encourage persons to, you know, to redouble their effort and to get persons sign up. And basically, if you sign up one person within this year, within this month, up to the end of the month, your name is put into a pool where a draw will be made in January, and you can walk away with $10,000 if you win that draw, right? Now, if you sign in any more person beyond the first, so you have a second person, well, that second name, or that would be placed, not the name, but the fact that you sign up to, but that second option that you have will be placed in a $50,000 draw, right? And if you have 2 persons, or if you sign up 3 persons, the first one will be in the $10,000 draw, but the second and the third the fourth, all of them would be in the $50,000 draw. So the number of persons that you sign up for the month will give you more chances to actually walk away with that thing. You never know. You might just be the lucky person because you sign up or you brought in some person. Now, the same people that you bring in can take part in it right as well. The fact that as soon as they come in, they bring in their friend, sign up their friend, their name gets into the draw as well, right? So it's not just left to the existing member. Anybody who can come in and begin to sign up people, tell persons about it, and begin to bring persons into will be part of that draw as well. All right. The hope is that before the league year end, we'll get such a momentum that we will cross that 1 million member mark in our first year. All right. Now, the company, early on, I tell you that LiveGood not only give you health, but they also give you wealth. The company have 7 different ways that you can earn from the company. If you are a member, as I showed you just now, for your $49.95, you are entitled to earning any or all of these 7 different ways that LiveGood pays back. The very first and easiest way to make money in LiveGood is to tell persons about it and get them signed up, right? So you tell your friend about it, you invite them to one of these sessions, they are interested, you give them your link that you would have gotten as a member, and they would sign up. As the moment they sign up using your link, they become attached to you for life, basically, because you are their sponsor, basically, all right? You're the one paying the money, but you're the one giving them a link and an opportunity to become part of LiveGood, to get their products and to also make money. What the company does, the moment that you sign up that one person, and they themselves sign up into the company with $50 US, $49.95 to be exact, the company keeps half of the money and gives you that sign up the person, he gives you half of the profit. So of the $50 that they pick up, they keep 25, and they give me, because I sign up somebody, and they give me $25. I remember very early, I was listening to one of the gentlemen who was promoting LiveGood and showing how the whole thing worked. And he said in his first month, he made over $2,000 just by signing up people, because when he saw, he said that's the easiest way to make money. Even more than the product sale, you can actually get 25% on every person that you encourage and you help them to join the company. So he, I think, signed up for 50% for that month. He went on the drive, right? And so so the company, having made $4,000, kept the half, and they gave him back half. He made $2,000 in 1 month. What do you think he did the next month? He redoubled his effort. He's now a diamond in the company in record time, right? And it can happen to us as well. We have friends in our phone. When you look at your phone, your contact list, you have all these persons on your contact list. Well, why don't you introduce them to something great, right? And tell them, here's how you yourself can make money. And you never know when one of these individuals, like the person who invited me, would have never known that I would be so enthralled with the company as to be promoting it right now. Other persons can even do a better job than me, right? And they have more friends, and they have their contact, they're into social media and putting this thing on YouTube and Facebook and everywhere else, and Instagram and all these things. Some persons are into that, and you never know, by signing up that, introducing them to them, you will be making money from their effort as well, right? You are making money. Now, also when you if you have brought in at least 2% into the company, you are now opening generational fast start weekly commission. In other words, if I sign up Jack, I get $25 from when he enters. When he brings in James, he gets $25 of what James brought in, but I also get an additional $5 from James, because the company pays me the second generation if I have brought in 2 persons into the company. If I have brought in at least 10 persons into the company pays me 4 generations. And so I get the first person who brings in will get the 50, but then if it's The second generation after me, I will get 10%. And if it's the third generation, I will get 5%. And so the company ultimately is giving most of the money that it's collecting through that method, it's giving it back, it's sharing it back with the people that brought the interest into the company. There is a matrix commission, 2 times 15 monthly commission matrix. Here's how it works. When you enter the company gives you 2 slots. One on your right and one on your left, all right? So that when you bring in 2 persons, if you tell your friends and 2 persons join, they fill in that gray spots here, right? One on the right, one on the left. Now, supposing that you have a third and a fourth and a fifth, maybe you have 10 persons that you join in. Well, there's no more direct space under you. And so what the company does, it places them in the blue spot under the person that you brought. So you're actually, in a sense, helping your teammate, the person that you brought, you're helping them with members, right? You'll be getting the $25 commission, but you're also helping build a matrix under you, right? And if you continue to do that, and even they begin to work and get their friends, you begin to build a nice network. Eventually, that will fill up to the 3rd level and the 4th level, up to 15 levels deep. When you do that, if you ever get to fill up all 15 levels, your members, you would have amassed 65,000 people in your company, right down here. Now, you may never get there, but if you just bring in about 100 persons, right? And as it continues to grow, because one is telling the order, everybody trying to bring at least 2 or 3, one spill over to the next person that they have brought in. And when persons begin to work over time, you will see that matrix filling up. And every month, the company gives you 25 cents on everybody that falls under you. 25 cents. Now, it doesn't look like much, but it adds up. If by the time you get to 100, 25 cents by 100, that's already $25. So every month, you will be getting $25 for sure, right? If it begins to grow and you get to $500, you're getting a lot more than that. You get $125, right? And then by the time you hit 1,000 mark, that's already $250. That's on a monthly residual basis. So the more you work, the more persons under you begin to work. Hey, you may not know too many persons, but one of the persons that you knew somebody who knew a lot of people, right? And as they begin to work and tell their friend, they may be from America or from England, they know all of these persons, and persons are joining, it's actually building your matrix, right? And so you are actually benefiting on a monthly basis. There is a third way the company compensates you, and that is the matching bonus. If the person that you sign up makes, let's say, $100 in the matrix for the month, the company gives you half of that. Because in other words, the company is saying, not only do we reward you the very first time that you brought in the person, but we continue to reward you for the continuous growth and interest that you show in the company. Because when you begin to make that money or you begin to have that interest, you're not going to quit. You're going to help your downline. They call you up and say, can you please explain? I have that friend I was speaking to, but they don't fully understand this. And you give your time and your effort in helping them into the company and helping them understand the concept. The company continue to reward you for that. And so they can give you a good margin. Now, supposing, let's say you sign up, let's say 10 persons, right? And each one of them is make over time, 2 years, 3 years down the road, they're making $6,000 a month in the matrix. Here's what you do. For every one of them who makes the $6,000, the company will be giving you $3,000. So think about it. 10 times 3,000 is already $30,000 coming your way on matching bonus alone. Now, it may not be so big. Supposing that what they were making was $100 in the matrix, but you will be getting $50 as well. Because you are the one who brought them and they're making 100, you get 50. If you have 10 persons that you brought in and you're making $50 on each, that's already $500 monthly that is assured to come your way. That's matching bonus. The company collects money and gives back money. They don't keep it all for themselves. The retail commission, here's how it works. The website that the company gives you, all of the products that we just mentioned is on that website. If you want to have that retail website and you want to promote it, and you have connections, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, you have connections, you know persons, you put it up, and somebody click on your link, whilst you are sleeping and snoring, somebody is making a purchase somewhere in the world. Supposing they decided to buy Super Red, they will see the Super Red being sold for $24. As a member, you get it for $18 because you get a $6 discount. But they pay $24. Now, the difference between the member and the product and the retail is $6. So in other words, the company would have made a $6 profit. Well, here's what the company does. At the end of the month, for every profit that they make, they keep half and they give you half. So if they make $100 profit over their sales in your business, they would take 50 and they would give you back 50. If they made $1,000 profit, right? They would take 50 and give you back 50. The company gives you back half of what it makes. And you can also have more. If you have brought in 2 persons into the company, you're a bronze member, the company not only give you 50%, but they add another 10% to it. In other words, you take 60% of the profit and the company keeps 40. If you are a silver member in the company, you have added more people into the company gives you 70% of the profit and they keep 30. If you ever get to the diamond level, you get 80% of the profit and the company only keeps 20. The company is interested in getting people wealthy. Not overnight, but over time, as you show interest and you maintain your presence and you continue to invite persons, you will begin to see. Now, these are all residual income. In other words, every month you'll have a check coming your way. If you are a big time seller and you sell, for example, $5,000 worth of sales for the month, well, the company will be adding to your 50%, they will be adding another 20%. So you're making 70% of the profit. If you ever had a big sale, like making a 50,000, maybe you own a pharmacy, maybe you own a health store, maybe you have an influence in government and you have persons you're connected to and you can get them to buy some of these, let's say a gym, and you can get them to buy this protein shake and so forth to sell in their own place. You're making some money. Well, if you make that kind of, the company will be giving you all of the profit. 50% that you already from everybody, you get 50%, and they add in another 50% because you made a massive sale for them for that month. You're getting all of the 100% profit, right? So that's another way the company pays. Now, all of these adds up. Huh? At the end of the month, you could get a nice fat check coming your way. Influencer bonus is called. And then there is the diamond pool bonus. The diamond pool is when somebody become a diamond in the company. They have worked, they have improved, they have a big team under them, maybe about 500 or more in terms of team, because they said they may have just invited 10 persons, but these 10 persons invited 4 and 3 and 2, and then it begins to grow, and they may never know the people under them. So many generations down, but their team is being built, and so they become a diamond because the volume of the team that's under them. Well, the company puts 2% of its monthly sales aside for what is called a diamond pool. And all of the diamond shares equally, is divided equally among all the diamond members. This is really when you begin to make your serious money. I mean, you can literally go and retire, because as long as the company exists, 900,000 people already, coming towards 1 million. These persons continue to be active in the company. They're paying the $10 a month. You will be getting a portion out of that, right? Because you have worked and you have influence and you have made that company grow. They continue to share the spoils with you. It's like a credit union or business that you have shares in, and at the end of the year, they share their profit with you. Well, the company is doing it on a monthly basis, right? Not just on a yearly basis, but a monthly basis with all the diamonds. And so that's the aspiration for everyone who's in the company wish to become a diamond. How do you get paid? Well, if you're in America, that makes it easy. You can get a direct deposit into your American bank. If you're not and you're in the international thing, well, there is what is called the global e-wallet that you sign up for. As long as you have money that coming your way, they would tell you that you can sign up to be in the global e-wallet. It literally is an online bank that keeps your money. and the company pays you into that global e-wallet, and you can withdraw it. You can withdraw it through bank transfer, wire transfer. You can withdraw it through a prepaid credit card, or you can even withdraw it through Bitcoin or cryptocurrency, right? So the credit card that you can own for just $10, and they would upload all of that your funds onto your credit card. It's a MasterCard. That means you can use it all around the world wherever MasterCard is used. And you can use it in your ATM. You can use it in your point of sale. You can use it online. You can pay for anything that you want, maybe on Amazon. It's a natural credit card, but it's more like a debit card because money is being sent onto it, and you have all of that access to spend it. If you want to pay for your hotel, if you want to pay for a restaurant, if you want to pay your electricity bill, and you want to do it online, you give that number, they extract the money, and you're on your way, right? So you have that as an option of getting your pay. Other persons may prefer the crypto. They're into crypto. They have their crypto wallet, their Trust wallet, or they have the Exodus wallet or whatever. And they would say, can you send the money to that? It's converted into Bitcoin, or Doge or Litecoin or Ethereum, whatever. If you're into that, then it becomes even easier and even safer. Than, you don't have to pay these extra fees just to keep it safe because crypto works in a different way. All right, so these are ways that you can get paid. Now, having listened to the lecture, you saw the products, you saw a means of actually making money by becoming a member. What would you want to do? Well, you have three options. To be a member for just $9.95 and just get your products, but not entitled to getting any commission. Or you can say, something, I just want to buy the product. Well, you can get it at a retail cost, but why get it at a retail when you can save money by becoming a member? That's an option that you have. Or you can say, I want to be an affiliate, pay my $50 upstart, and I am a fully fledged member for life. As long as I maintain my monthly commission, I will be putting myself in a place to get a monthly check coming from the company. That would be the option that I would choose. That is the option that I chose, right? From the very beginning. Not only that, I actually went for a year right away. So for 12 months, I didn't have to worry about paying my monthly because it's already paid. And, for 12 months, I didn't have to worry about that. And during that time, you can make money as persons are coming in, as you're selling product, as you're inviting persons, you're making money that way from the company, all right? You can become a diamond, you never know. All right, so you want to act now, especially with the promotion that we have this month. That's a good time to act, get your friends on board, get yourself into the draw. You never know, by the time January comes, you might be that lucky person that earned that $50,000. You would say, wow, it was a good thing that I listened to that lecture tonight, right? So get on board, get back to the person that invited you, and get your link and get started. LiveGood have chosen to make the entry into LiveGood at a rate that's more than usual can join. Other companies, you'd have to pay $150, $200, $300 in passive income, $300 just to get a 2% daily or whatever they say, 0.5%. LiveGood say, we want persons to get healthy. That's our first and most important mission. So we're not going to put it at a cost that nobody can afford to enter. We're going to put it at $50. $50 and you're in, and you can get your product and get another person. We do not have to sell products if we don't want to. Of course, you can see you can get a commission if you do, but you don't have to. You can just buy the product for yourself, for your mom, your dad, your family. You want your mom is having a foot pain and so forth, and you want to buy that factor for her. You want to buy the CBD pain relief cream. You want to do that just to give away, right? Because people are dear to you, and so you can afford it. So this is what LiveGood is about, getting persons healthy and keeping them healthy, and being able to come back and repeat it and buy your products without having to spend a fortune to do so. Now, as with every business, success is dependent upon the effort that you put in. You're dedicated, your desire, you're motivated, you will see results. If you don't do anything, and I think that's legitimate, if you don't work, then you won't see. But here's what happens. LiveGood is giving you, with the products that you have, LiveGood is saying, if you bought a product and within the 90 days, you are not satisfied with the product, you can return the empty bottle and get a full refund of whatever you spent for it. So for example, if you bought in the super red, $18, you bought the super red, or even right, or even $24 at the retail, and this thing did not work, you didn't see any improvement within 90 days, you still can send the empty bottle, and LiveGood will, no questions asked, will give you your $18 back for every single product in the company. For a whole year, I think they said only 1 or 2 persons have ever returned their product. For a whole year. And they can boast about it and leave it on the table. They're not taking it off. They're saying you have a 90-day guarantee that this product that we are selling for you is going to work. And if you're not satisfied, send it back, empty or not. If you've used it, if you've used half of it, whatever, send the empty bottle and you will get your money back. That is a company who knows what they're doing is good and who are assured that they are giving you the good quality stuff and are willing to put their neck on the line to say, try us and see for yourself, and then go and tell your friends. With that said, we thank you for your time that you spent with us. I will end the recording at this time.